With the end of school on the horizon and freedom in sight, wink wink to all my fellow students, I did the one thing that a rail fan knew how to do during summer break, and that was go to the tracks. And we chased some trains. This is NS16R out of Binghamton, New York, bound for Ayer, Massachusetts. We gave him a chase from McDowell and Walker in Afton, New York at milepost 586 to Bainbridge, New York at milepost 582 right across from Frog Pond Farms. The train was moving and it would require a great chase to catch back up with him in Bainbridge. So here he is passing in Afton, and we'll see him again passing Bainbridge. Tonight's 16 had 12,800 horses per power, including 2 rebuild locomotives, an SD60E 6942, an AC44C6M rebuilt by Wabtec GE, number 4389, and an older Dash 944CW from the late 1990s, number 9627. The train is bound for Ayer, Massachusetts with its loads of racks, empty trash, and manifest blocks, and he also works Oneonta with Lux Feed. 'The following day brought this train. I saw it pass Bainbridge, New York when I was just exiting my house, and I had to give chase, especially for that trailing unit. NS4000, the first ever AC44C6M ever built, and the Sonic Bonnet paint scheme. It and sister locomotive 4001 had these special Sonic Bonnet paint schemes in blue, yellow, black, and white. For D&H fans, this is a reminder of the D&H paint scheme. .4000 isn't the only AC44C6M painted up in a special paint scheme. We mentioned the 4001 also in the Sonic Bonnet paint scheme. And yes, the name comes from Sonic the Hedgehog. But there's also the 4002, the 4003 wearing a red main paint scheme. And there's also 4004 and 4005 wearing a blue main paint scheme. The red mains, 4002 and 4003, were built in the Roanoke shops down in Roanoke, Virginia, or I should say rebuild. while the blue mains, 4004 and 4005, were rebuilt at the Altoona Juniata shops in Altoona, Pennsylvania. This is Wellsbridge, New York, a spot I've never filmed before, and it was nice catching the class leader of the AC-44 C6Ms. That 264 would eventually meet this 11R up north, again with 12,800 horses. Lead unit is another rebuilt SD60E. The second unit is ES44AC number 8081, built between 2012 and 2013. And the third unit is NSAC44C6M 4044. The 4044 was either wearing fresh horsehead paint or freshly washed horsehead paint. Later that day, we would catch 11R's northbound counterpart, 16R. The S is the same train that we saw in Afton and Bainbridge earlier, with an SD60E leading two old General Electric -9s. The 9792 and the 9636 both represent Norfolk Southern's primary paint schemes, with the white stripe and the horsehead. The following night would bring another 16R, and really there's nothing different with the engines on this one. Another pair of an SD60E and two -944 CWs. Both of these -9s were built in the early 2000s, and the 9830 was built in 2003, while the 9938 was built in 2004. We are filming at the old D&H station. Recently added to the station are brand new LED light bulbs to sit at night. These LED lights are now super bright compared to the sodium that they replaced. That Sunday would bring 16R once again. And remember our last video when we tried to chase this trio of locomotives from Afton to Sydney? I gave her another go at it, and this time was successful, with no slowpokes on the road. So here's the train in Afton and in Sydney. This was the shot I wanted in Sydney to begin with. Not great towards the end of the day. Actually, it is a great shot, just the lighting's a bit low, but I took another shot at it the next day, which you'll see in the next video, and it's perfect. But anyways, here's 16R, 6983, 8081, and 4044 power. Interestingly, originally, when Norfolk Southern was in their SD60E program, there were supposed to be over 200 SD60Es. Ironically, the trailing unit, NS4044 and AC44C6M, canceled that project as Norfolk Southern wanted to convert its Dash 9s over its SD60s. Now, there's over 1,215 Dash 9 44CWs being rebuilt into AC44C6Ms. That would require a lot of funding, meaning Norfolk Southern canceled the rest of the 60 project. Now there's 135 SD60Es on the roster. The train is passing a relic of the past. Although it may not look it, it's passing a former rail yard, the former Ontario and Western Yard in Sydney, New York. Back in the 1950s, 40s, and 30s, it would have sat off to the right here. But it's long gone and over, which is sad. And speaking of over, I believe this video is over. Thanks for watching. God bless. We'll see you around the bend. Take care.